Hey, Wiseman, it's Karen Weir here, and today on our Inspired Wisely 365, I'm not normally going to record these because I really want this time to be a mastermind time that we can all get together. And I made the joke with somebody that jumping rope is a lot of fun, but if you want to do double dutch, if you don't have people joining you, it's not as much fun. So that is why these are not normally recorded, because it does make it more fun to have more people on here with us live. So I'm going to go ahead and share a few things. I know a lot of people are busy this last week. It's the week between Christmas and New Year's, and some of us have decided to take the week off, which I love. Some of us are using it as a time to just renew and get focused for next year. And I have to say, I'm doing a little bit of both. And the fun thing about doing this and doing this within the planner and really setting the time is I'm able to really start to think about what my focus is. And, you know, the very first thing that I'm noticing this week, and you might be also, is there is all of the events coming up in 2017 that are jumping out at us already. There's workshops coming, there's different seminars coming, there's webinars, there's teleconferences, there's different programs. And you know what? If we don't have our focus on what it is that we want to do, we could either do one of two things. We could either start I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that, and try to plug into everything, get so overwhelmed in January and February, and then want to quit and retreat by March. And I don't know if I'm the only one who's ever done that. Lisa Lamont, I know you're on here right now. Have you ever done that?
Yes, yes.
Yes, where you just start to get so involved in everything that you go, oh my gosh, I can't do anymore.
I can't, and my body is already feeling the effects of it because I have so many projects going into New Year that my body's like shutting down. As you can hear, my voice is a little scratchy today. So yes, I can totally relate.
Well, and I tend to do that. I get really excited. I want to see, not only do I want to plug into all these programs, I'll try to go and do like two different programs at once and end up not doing either one. And for me, what I finally realized is I want to be very intentional this year. I 2017 for me, when I stop and look at what is success going to be like, for me, success by the end of this year is really going to be a matter of knowing that I put my head down and got to work. Last year, it was I needed to prove something. I needed to plug in, build my business, make it great, make feel like I had something of substance. And that came from, a little bit of an insecurity that I had to work through and get through. But that it was a pretty intense year for me, especially at the beginning, really just driving in, trying to get what programs am I going to do? How am I going to show people that there's value here? This year I want to sit back and I want to work. And I don't know if you can hear my heart in that, but I'm excited. I'm excited to sit down with wise women and say, what is success for you? What do you really want to focus in on this year? For me, success at the end of this year is to know that I've used the tools that I've created to go out and serve others. I wish there's more people on here live right now because I'd really love to know what success is going to look like for you in 2017. And the reason I feel that's so important for us to start looking at right now, before we even get into 2017, is because, like I said, all of these new programs, all of these new workshops, are all out there and they're coming in, and there's going to be some great ones. Lisa, you were just talking about you and Jody have one coming up in February. I know Erin Jack has some coming up. Tracy Warren has some programs that she's going to be launching. You know, there's different webinars, there's different people to plug into just with Wiseman, you know, and then you start to go out and look at all the other people that are in our environment. And again, if we don't know what our focus is for this next year and where we really want to grow, we can just start plugging into everything, getting overwhelmed, or plug into nothing and end up doing the same thing day in and day out and expect at December, what is it? Today's the 27th, 28th. Expect December 20, what is it? Let me look. December 28th, 2017 to be in a different place. And if we're doing the same thing over and over, I don't think we're going to be in the same place. I think that we'll still be where we're at right now. And so it is important to figure out where you want to go and what you want to plug into and be intentional with it. So that is one of the things that I really hope that Wiseman get out of looking at their planner and what we're going to talk about each time we come together with the WISE 365. Whether you're with the 30-day program, the 90, or 365, is really what is your focus? You know, what are you looking to, where are you looking to grow in the next year? So, Lisa, I know you just have a little bit of a voice, but can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have a focus? One of the things that you're focused in on, you know, I try to help people to realize there's a difference between saying your goals for 2017 and your focus. Is there something that you want to focus in on more in 2017?
Well, I'm smiling because my word for 2017 happens to be focus. So,
oh my gosh.
so I'm cracking up that you're asking me. My focus is to focus and not try to take on a whole bunch of projects, because I tend to be like a shiny penny girl, and so I see something, I go, oh, I want to do this, or oh, I want to do that. And so I'm really focusing on narrowing down what it is that I'm working on. And then I can still have my vision board with all my projects, and your planner, the Wise Women Planner, I have things spread out, but it's like I don't need to do them all in January. It's like, what do I want to focus on just in January? And then all the other things I want to do, you know, that can be done maybe in February or March.
Yeah. Lisa, I love that you say that, because in our Wise Planner, there is a page here that's the your business vision for 2017. Do you have that page in front of you by chance?
I'm in January. Is it before January?
Yeah, it's in the workbook
Okay.
beforehand. I'm going to hold it up for people who will be looking at this visually. It's the one that has 2 sections in it, and it's a blank page. Like, it just has 2 boxes that are blank. And the top says business vision for 2017, your visions and your goals for your business. And on the bottom, it talks about, I know this year has been wisely successful when.
Gotcha. Okay.
This page I love, and you know, this is one that I think is going to fill up really quick for a lot of people. I'm actually going to see if I can share my screen on here for people who are watching this. Share my desktop. Here we go. And I'm going to pull this up right here. Have you found it, Lisa?
No, but bear with me, because just keep going without me. I cannot find it. I'm not feeling that great right now, so I'll listen.
Okay, no problem. It's page 6, just to let you know. I had to find it.
Okay.
So one of the things that I do, and I love that you just mentioned this, Lisa, about, all the things, the ideas that you have, and you want to be focused, but you don't have to do it all in January. For me, I have a running sheet of all these ideas that come up. And, I know a lot of you know that I'm kind of the idea girl. I've got all these things that just pop into my head, like, oh, I'm going to go do this next. And especially this last year, it's been a little bit tricky for some people to follow me down my different little rabbit holes, but I knew that it was going to come together. And Wiseman, that is part of this workshop, part of the, or not workshop, workbook of the planner, is to be able just to write those ideas down. When something is exciting, don't hold it in your brain. Our brain is not created to be a suitcase. It really is a thought factory, and it's supposed to produce thoughts and ideas and dream and bring things forward. And so to be able to get those thoughts out, it doesn't matter if you know the how-tos and the whens and the wheres and all of that. Get those thoughts out. Let them come out. They're there for a reason. And if you don't at least write them down, at least get them out and on paper, they might disappear. And by putting them on paper, having a place in your planner, like, this right here, you can start to look at it. And then as more ideas come and more exciting things, you can start to go, oh, you know what? Those actually connect. I could put those together. And now I really do have something I can go forward with. And then start to look at, where's the how? When do I plug it in? Do I need to do all this in January? Lisa, like you said, it doesn't all have to be in January. And there's another great tool in the beginning of this planner. It is actually on page 8. No, not 8. Let's see. It is page 9. It's Wisely Track Your Calendar Quarterly. And it just has the months of the year just laying out there for you to go, when could this idea come? Lisa, you and I were just talking about an event for WISE that that is one of those big ideas, and you shared it with me, something that you thought would be great for WISE, and it was like, wow, that kind of fits into some things some big ideas that I've had also. When could that happen? I don't have to figure that out in January. I don't have to figure it out in March, or, but when could it work out? What does the rest of my year kind of look like? Well, I know we have a showcase in March. We have an award ceremony in November. I know each month, the first Wednesday, that we're going to have, our mastermind time. And so what are some other times throughout the year that this might make sense? Why not take a pencil, put it in there, and let it resonate for a little bit? See how it makes sense. You will be amazed, and I absolutely 1000% believe this because I see it over and over. When you write these things down, somehow people come alongside and are right there to help you. With the WISE IQ program, this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And like, if you've heard the story of how this started, not even how it started, but how it finally came together, was on a Wednesday. The idea of WISE IQ, that name came to me. It was in the morning. I was like, what could we call something like this, where we got our WISE personality and looked at our business, and it was WISE IQ. And on Friday, I met Natasha Crozer, and her business is called My Calling IQ. And we sat down and she shared with me her vision and how she loved the idea of supporting WISE women and the WISE IQ program, that she was willing to come along and help develop it as a program. I wanted to make sure I was in alignment with what she was doing because I didn't want to take from her. I wanted to make sure this was something that she could come alongside, really get excited about, and help formulate this program. And had I not got up that morning when that idea came, wrote it down, that idea could have floated away. And so, Wiseman, I really want to help you to look at what are your big ideas for 2017. Not just because I want you to plug into the Wise Planner or becoming a wise woman, getting involved in what we're doing. I really want you to be wiser in 2017. I don't want you out there wasting money on everything that pops up in your Facebook feed for an event. I want you to know when something pops up, an event in your planner, when there's something coming up and you go, you know what? Branding is something that I really need in my business right now. And you see Lisa's event that's coming up, you go, that is fully in alignment with what I'm trying to do. I need to get plugged into that. And you can go into it and go, that's what I need to do. You know, I've seen about 5 events that I'm already like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. And it's not in my budget to go do all these different things. So I stopped this morning right before this time with you. And I went, what is my focus? What do I really want to look at in 2017 in my personal development, in my family development, my business development? I'm talking structurally in my business, and my professional development. Those are the 4 areas that I'm looking in. And if something does not align with where my focus is in one of those places, then you know what? I'm going to have to pass this year. I'm going to have to pass this month. And if, you know what, if it's something that I really have a passion to learn about, that opportunity is going to come back around. Maybe not with this person, this seminar, this conference, this talk, this book that I wanted to read right now, but it'll come back around. And so, wise women, I just want to encourage you to really stop and go, where are you going to feel successful? What's going to fill you? You know, on a spiritual level, in your soul level, you know, what is going to fill you and help you to get to where you want to go. And like I said, again, if you look at the beginning of the planner, the 4 areas that I'm looking at and kind of using as my filter is, where do I want to develop in my family? Where do I want to develop in my personal growth? Where do I want to focus in my business goals? And where do I want to focus in my professional growth? And one more thing that I want to share with this is we don't have to focus on each one of those areas all at once. You know, so many people have their New Year's resolution or their goals or whatever it is right here in January, and we want to cram it all in. I want to cram it all in right now. I want to grow right now. But you know what? I purposely look at those 4 areas, and then I purposely look at my year on a quarterly basis and know, where do I want to focus right now? Which one of these areas? So, Wiseman, as you're taking this last week, whether you are focusing in on being quiet and retreating this last week and enjoying just vacation and family time, or if you're gearing up for 2017 and really planning out before you get to work starting January 1st, I hope that you'll take some time to look at, what do you want to focus in on for this new year? So, Wiseman, some of the things coming up with Wise, I will just tell you really quick, kind of our Wise schedule as we're, you know, going to be a little more focused and get into the groove of 2017, some stuff you can put in your planner. We have Monday morning. If you want to be involved with the accountability program as a Wise member, just a member of Wise, the second you join, you are always welcome to jump on the Wise accountability call. If you're looking to get an accountability partner, we'll be launching that in February again, where we can start talking about getting you connected with an accountability partner and really working through that. But every Monday at 9:30, We have our accountability call with Monica Christofferson. Then at 10 o'clock, if you are actually a member of the WISE, or excuse me, the WISE 365 program, either the 30, 90, or 365, we're going to have these virtual meetings right here, 10 o'clock, in this Zoom virtual meeting room. And that's a chance for us just to kind of talk about where our focus is, what we're doing for the week. And then, as you know, if you're in the 90 or 365-day program, we'll actually be able to have our one-on-ones and our group coaching time to go deeper with that. And as always, we have our WISE mastermind time, first WISE Wednesday of every month, living room coffee house at 11:30 to 1:30. Make sure to get that in your WISE planner right away. So, wise men, I hope you have a fantastic end of year 2016. Take some time to really enjoy it. And then in 2017, let's see what we can do to be a little more wiser. So, take care, wise men, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Bye.